We're going to talk through behind some of the moments that fans don't usually get to see about you. So we'll start with pre-match. What's your go-to routine the day before a big match?
I think people know I've got a lot of energy. So, yeah, I think when we play away games especially, the day before, I'm hanging out with some of the young players. They're like doing TikToks and stuff. Like, yeah, I think stuff where you're not thinking about the game's always good. But I wouldn't say I've got like a crazy routine that I'm super like, have to do this or the world's gonna end tomorrow. Like, yeah, pretty relaxed.
What about on the actual match day? Do you put your socks on a certain way? Do you do anything the same way? You're just like, I'm here, I'm ready to go?
Yeah, I've played with a lot of players who have been like, I need to this, then this, then this, then this. And I can see them, if they don't do that, that's their stress. And I just think, why add more stress to a day where you focus as that, and maybe the routine helps you, but for me, I think if you forget to do something, then isn't that just as bad? So I just go with the flow. Your schedule changes with different teams. Obviously, I've played for a lot of different teams as well, so things are done differently in different places. I'm just very adaptable, and I know what I need when I get to the pitch. A bottle of water and a gel, and I'm fine. I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. You've mentioned you've played in some of the best dressing rooms in the world.
Yeah.
You're now at Chelsea, another elite club. What is the vibe in the dressing room, in this current Chelsea dressing room, before a massive match?
I'd definitely say it's fun. There's a lot of energy. Yeah, like lots of different music being played. Yeah, even in the big games, no matter what the game is, I think people are trying to they give each other energy, whether it's like dancing or singing, and the type of music. The music's so loud. I think someone tried to turn it down the other day because they couldn't even talk to each other. But then there's people preparing for the game, but they're still involved in everything. So I think it's a dressing room that's definitely together, and a lot of big positive vibes.
And obviously Kingsmeadow and Stamford Bridge are two venues that have incredible support no matter the size. What is it like to walk into these grounds and see the fans buzzing with energy? You're back in England. It must be a great experience for you. Yeah,
it's been fun coming back to England. I think the chants from English fans, obviously actually understanding what they're saying, some of the banter that English fans have. I think there's been a few times where, there was once I was on the bench and having to explain to Vika, the Dutch girl, what their chants are, what they're saying, and they're like, can't believe they're saying that. I'm like, it's just banter.
It's just the English.
Yeah, it's the English, when the keeper kicks the ball, and they're like, way, yeah, and stuff like that. And they're like, why are they doing that? Just go with it, it's part of it. So yeah, it's been fun. And obviously at the big stadiums as well, be it at Stamford Bridge, being at the Emirates, and those atmospheres that have been there, they've been really exciting, really fun, and yeah, just that English atmosphere.
Do you ever feel that nervous twinge when you're stepping onto the pitch? And if you do, how do you sort of channel that into more positive energy for your performance?
Yeah, I don't think I have. I don't think I do. There was one time, I think, my 4th Champions League final, I'd had surgery 5 weeks before, a 5-week surgery. So I'd trained twice before the Champions League final in 5 weeks. And I was as if my first game back after surgery is a Champions League final. No one knows your backstory. You go on that pitch and you're expected to perform the same as everybody else. And I was like, oof, this is testing me. I like to test myself, but considering I was on in an operation 4 or 5 weeks ago, this is pretty insane. But I think again with that, it was I've done everything possible I can to prepare myself in the best way. A lot of eyes are on me, but at the same time, it was that I can't change anything. So I think that's the vibe I get. It's once I'm out there, there's nothing I can do differently. I think people probably see me smiling more at the start of games because it's these are the moments. You tell little Lucy at 8 years old, you're in these moments, she would be so excited watching it. So I'm going to enjoy it when I'm there. Once the whistle blows, I think I change, but that bit of the warm-ups and then team photo, I'm always smiling. They come out, the girls are and I'm just chilling, take my jacket off, cool, this is nice, isn't it?
You spoke about a lot of eyes on you and being in the spotlight, but what do you think is the hardest thing right now being a women's football player?
I guess, I don't know if it's hard, I guess it's the type of person and player that you are, but I think it comes with a lot more responsibility. I think sometimes we're expected to be more than just the 90 minutes of football that you see on the pitch. There's also your opinion, your social opinion, standing up for the right things, whether it's the game, whether it's society, a role model in every single second of every single thing that you do, and whether that's like, try to sign 30,000 kids pictures and stuff in the games is hard, and it's horrible to say no, but I think the demand for women's football's a little bit different, because we have had that accessibility. It is different and we love that, but like, it's the letting people down because of the standards that we're held to. I think that's probably the thing that's the hardest.
And what do you think the fans would be surprised to learn about actually playing in the UEFA Women's Champions League? What makes this competition so special?
Like, playing against teams from different countries is so different. Like, the style, and even like a team where you might play, say like at Barca, we played Chelsea, and it's like they're my England teammates, but they play so different in like a Chelsea shirt, or I do in a Barca shirt, to England, because there's different styles. And actually, like, you say, oh, that's a matchup that happens all the time on the international stage, or they play together at England, but it looks different and it feels different. Like, the styles are so different, and like the anticipation for the games, it's the biggest game. I think that's something it's hard to compare. Like, you play in a league, even though, say City, we're playing a league game, but the Champions League, they'll be so different because the expectation's so different, and that's maybe, fans watching are like, oh, it's the same game, but it's like not, basically.
And you've had such a rewarding career overall, and sometimes maybe even the little moments in the start of your career felt the most special. Do you have something at the top of your head where you're like, that was my most rewarding moment as a football player?
Like, my favourite moment when I played for England was in 2015, and I play right back, and Alex Scott was like England's right back for 10 years, the best right back in the world at one point, and that's who I looked up to. Then I was in the team, then I was fighting for a spot. Then when I took her spot, and we were good friends as well, like we still are, that was like such a personal like moment to me, which on the outside was nothing. It was like, oh, Lucy's starting at right back for England today. Yeah, like it was, but for me it was that whole journey of that someone I've watched, I looked up to, then I'm on a team, then I'm fighting for it, and then I finally like took her spot. And at the same time, she was the one who was willing me on the whole way. That was like probably like one of my best moments. And in that game, it was the first game I played over her properly, was a knockout game at the World Cup, and I scored the winner. And the first person to congratulate me was Alex Scott. So yeah, like, I think that was a big moment that probably people don't realise how big it was for me at the time.
Now back to this current Chelsea team. If your team had a dressing room DJ battle, who's gonna win?
I like Millie Bright's music. Yeah, I think we're similar ages as well, so songs will come on and
you know them.
Someone was like, whose steps? I'm like, come on. And we don't have, we have so many different cultures and different nationalities, whereas me and Millie know all the same music as each other because we've grown up in like the same times and stuff. Yeah, so probably Millie's a good shout.
Now back to pre-match traditions. Is there any that your team follows that fans maybe don't know about? Maybe
they don't know like how high energy our changing room really is before games. Like really, like, people dance and people having fun. And I think you see a real serious side to Chelsea when we come out of the pitch, and it's like, I don't know, it's like these monsters come out of some of the players, the way they are, and like so like Millie's a great example of it. I think Millie's got such a bubbly personality off the pitch, and in the dressing room she's so vibrant and loud, and then on the pitch she's gonna absolutely smack someone, like without even like changing her expression.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably one that people don't know about the Chelsea team, like just what really positive, loud vibes we have in the change room, just constantly, in the gym as well, it's the same.
And lastly, we always see at matches, whether you play for England or Chelsea, people holding signs with your name on it, people having chants for you. How does that feel now at this moment in your career, especially when you share the dressing room with the next stage of England stars too?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I guess it's just, my mum always tells a story about when I first met Rachel Yankee when I was like 14 years old. And she said to one of the girls who I was with, I really like your socks. And for weeks we would be like, oh my God, she loves them socks. And I'm almost like, just remember how you were meeting Rachel Yankee, like you're that Rachel Yankee to these little girls. So if I say something like, oh, your t-shirt's cool, or this, like that really means something. So yeah, I guess remembering how I felt as a young girl meeting these people is something that I try to remind myself about all the time when I'm at games or I meet young fans or the mascots, like how much of an impact you can have on their day or their life. Yeah, I think that's something I think about a lot.
And do you feel your impact in the game? Because even your teammates, they speak so highly of you from Lauren to Aggie, especially the younger ones, and how much you help them. Do you feel your impact in the game? Because it's incredible.
Yeah, I think I know that. People will say like the odd, like, I think it's meant as a sly comment, like, oh, but you're Lucy, and I'm like, what does that mean? But I take it as a compliment that I've done so much and people have a lot of respect for things, but I always see myself the same as everybody else. I'll do, you know, if Aggie's picking the cones up, I'm not going to let her do it by herself kind of thing. I'm not one of those older players pointing the finger all the time. So yeah, I guess I don't see myself differently, but when I hear these small things, it just reminds me that like I have a role to play in making like their careers even better than I ever had it, and everything that they've got, I just want to give them more and want everybody to do better and have more than what I had, because I mean, why would I not? I had players in my career do that for me, so it's a rite of passage, isn't it? Passing it on.